Welcome from the home of the New York Mets, Citi Field in Queens. 4th of July baseball coming at you. It's the New York Yankees going up against the New York Mets. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. Today's starting pitcher, Frankie Montas. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. You look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Not even close there. So we're underway on a day made for baseball, the 4th of July. That's off the mark, and that's ball 2. Next offering is fouled back. Fouls one off. 2-2.
Three and 2.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch, top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Bellinger up to hit. Fastball for a strike. So Cody Bellinger went as a 4th-round pick by the Dodgers in a 2013 draft. How about this, though? His final year in high school, he hit just 1 home run. On the ground to first. Alonso takes it to the bag. Nice, efficient start to the afternoon. That's 2 out. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. This has been a good, productive lineup so far this year, currently ranking among the better teams in terms of total hits and runs per game.
Well, you know, this lineup sees it as very important to put the ball in play, Boog. I mean, this is an age where strikeouts are up so high and guys are swinging and missing, going for the fences. But if you can increase that contact rate, you can be a dangerous club. You get more guys on base, and then all of a sudden, when that big swing comes through, you're plating more runs. So we'll see if this pitcher can get some soft contact, let the defense work behind it.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Oh, great stop. In the hole. Jump throw. It's there, and that's a great play.
Pure athleticism on that one. In the air, legs split a bit, and fires across the diamond. He's going to get a lot of high fives in the dugout.
And we're back. And starting in this one, Max Fried. Singing, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, you know, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Bottom of the first, and the batter will be the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. That clips a corner. And that skips in the dirt. The 1-1 is fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Stays alive. The 1-2. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. And that drops in for a strike. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And now it's even 1-1. And it's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Next pitch misses inside. Now 2-2. And there's a ball. And he walked him.
Close pitch there, but you've got to forget about that call if you're out on the mound. You can't let it affect you going forward. You've got to get out of the inning first, and then if you want to be frustrated, take it out in the dugout.
And now it's Juan Soto. And there's the strike.
0-1.
Nimmo leads off first with 1 away. That one outside. 1-1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Freed out of the stretch fires. And a swing and a miss there.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Swings and misses. That's out number 2.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Here's Pete Alonso. Another solid power season. Now snap throw to first. Nimmo dives back in safely. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. That one just misses.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Mets leave 1. We played an inning. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Montas back to work. That one out to right. McNeil in pursuit. Hauls it in for the out.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. There's the strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Next pitch misses, and that is ball one. Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, Boog. If you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
One down, base is empty. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
Not the best location with the
left
fastball
fielder,
on strike
Jason
three, but when you're
Dominguez.
pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in Queens,
Leading
and now
off
here's
for the
Jeff
Mets,
McNeil.
right fielder, Jeff McNeil.
Max Fried will go to work. Pitch misses, and that's ball one. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. One up, one down.
Batting sixth, designated hitter.
And now it's Mark
Vientos.
Vientos. We talk so much about how starting pitchers prepare for their starts. I talked with Max Fried, and one of the things he told me back in 19, he and Lucas Giolito started using MLB The Show to go over scouting reports. The wind of the pitch. And that's outside. Max said he's not sure who actually started at first, but it was 2019, and he and Giolito, who were teammates together in high school in Los Angeles, they had the idea to become more familiar with the opposing lineup using MLB The Show. No score here in the second. Got him swinging.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And next for the Mets, Brett Beatty. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Fastball is outside.
2 balls, no strike.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Check swing called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one lifted to left. Dominguez. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here at Citi Field. Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Got him. That pays his 3rd of the game.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long.
Number 25.
Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
And now, J.C. Esquera. Top of the 3rd, no score. And there's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. That misses the zone, and a count 2-1. That's a little bit low.
3-1.
And that's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. Runner takes off. Lifted in the air, right center field. McNeil sizes this one up, and he makes the catch. 2 away now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
So the batting order turns over. Here is Goldschmidt. Went down on strikes his first time through. Goldie goes 6 feet 3 inches. Over 1,000 runs batted in his career, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2009. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back there. And it is out of here. He'll circle the bases. His 9th homer of the year, and they grab the lead. It's 2-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Sometimes we say it's a sinker that didn't sink. Well, that was a splitter that just didn't split. Kind of like a BP fastball. And when you throw that pitch, don't expect to get it back. You're getting a new baseball from the umpire.
So 2 down, and stepping in for the Yankees, Cody Bellinger. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And that one is inside ball 1. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
In the air, right field. McNeil makes the catch, inning over. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. And it's 2-zip. Back after this on the show. Bottom of the inning. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Luis Torrens.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Strike two. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Ronnie Mauricio now. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. One out, base is empty. Upstairs.
No, that's a ball. 1-1.
In there at the knees. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
And first offering is fouled off. Just missed.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
2 down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two outs. Gets a piece and stays alive.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. And that one is off the wall. Around first, digging for 2. The relay to second, and he's safe. It's a wall ball double.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but well, that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. And a foul ball. And that one fouled off. Next offering is down low. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. On the ground, LeMahieu is there. Fires over to first. And that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. 3 innings complete. It's the Yankees 2 and the Mets nothing. Back now with the Subway Series. Start of the 4th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. And ball 1 to Judge. Judge working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers. There's the strike.
Well, we've seen him flex some impressive power this season, and there's still a lot of time to go. If he can keep up this pace he's on, we could be in for something really special.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Judge waits. And that's outside, and it's 2-2. Judge rips that one. Soto sizing this one up. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, third baseman.
Now
Jazz
here's the Yankees
Chisholm
cleanup
Jr.
hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Love it here at Citi Field. You know, it replaced Old Shea Stadium back in 2009, and Chipper Jones was really sad to see it go. It's actually the 3rd home of the Mets since they started out at the Polo Grounds for 2 seasons before Shea was finished.
Swing and a miss, and the count even 1-1. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Just missed.
2-1.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Swing and a ground ball. Throw to first in time.
Now batting, designated hitter Giancarlo Stanton.
2 outs, base is empty. In now is the Yankees DH, Giancarlo Stanton. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And it's fouled away. There's a swing and a miss.
0-2.
Not close with that one. 1-2 to count. Center field. Soto gets under it. Hauls it in to end the inning. And we're back. Juan Soto
for the
now.
Mets, center fielder Juan Soto.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
And that's downstairs and outside. And that one is lifted in the air. Dominguez pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one away.
Up next for the Mets, first baseman, Pete
And now it's the polar bear,
Alonso.
Pete Alonso. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Right through there for a strike. The Mets down by a pair. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike two.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The 0-2. Fastball is outside. And a curve is down and in.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Line drive, Volpe. He didn't make things easy for him there, but they still get the out.
Up next for the Mets, right fielder, Jeff McNeil.
Jeff McNeil stands in. Fly to left his first time. That one fouled off. That one finds the zone. That's strike two.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Now an 0-2 from Free. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two down, nobody on. Misses inside. Now 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And they'll do it again.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at bat alone, really making him work out there.
Well struck left field. That's back. And that ball is gone. He sends it out of here. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Base is empty with 2 away. And now Mark Vientos. And takes low for ball 1.
1-0.
Just missed.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Hard hit right side. And that is that. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back now with the Subway Series. All set for the start of the inning. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Jason Dominguez. Montas back to work. Fouled off. He was late. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Soto hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting.
And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe, struck out looking his first time. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, number 25.
2 down, base is empty. And here's the catcher, J.C. Esquera. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Just off the inside edge.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
The 1-0. That finds the mark on the inside corner.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
2 outs. And now 2 balls and a strike. Right through there for a strike. That one misses, and that's ball 3. And foul ball. And a base hit up the middle. And that extends the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. Flied to right his first time. That clips the zone. Strike 1. Esquera leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And a foul ball. And 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Pitch misses outside, and it's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that one upstairs.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Paul Goldschmidt would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. This one popped up. Alonso. And that's the 3rd out. So 1 hit is all they get. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Yankees 2 and the Mets 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Brett Beatty. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. That one close, ruled a ball, and that's ball 1. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Got him looking, and he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Now batting, catcher
Luis Torrens getting ready to hit. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Hey! 1-1.
Fought off foul.
Two and two.
That misses the zone, and it's 3-2. And down on strikes. Strikeout number 8. Ronnie Mauricio up now for the Mets. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Right through there for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Foul ball there.
Oh. 1 and 2.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back now with the Subway Series. Top 6. And now the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Just off the outside edge. Ball 1.
1-0.
Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Ryan Stanek, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Number 40 getting loose as well. Splits the plate. That's strike 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Now batting center fielder.
And here comes Bellinger. Struggling on the road this season. Better results at home. Bellinger, 29 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2013.
That's a ball.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That's way outside, and that's ball 2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. That one misses, and the count's full.
Still just the 2nd batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
3-2 now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Good job to fight that one off. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Goes down looking.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure you'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
Now pitching for
the Mets with a new arm on the mound. Number 40.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
2 outs, base is empty. Here is Aaron Judge. 0 for 2 in this one. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. Inside, just missed. And Judge spoils that one. Two-one pitch is in there, and the count is even.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Struck him out. He says, I don't care about draft rounds. Take a seat. So they go quietly there. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the Yankees 2 and the Mets 1. Back here in Queens, bottom of the sixth inning. Here's Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor.
Lindor swings through that one.
No ball. One strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Oh, look at the stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
Next for the Mets, left fielder Brandon Nimmo.
And next for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. And that is out of play. Home team down a run here in the bottom of the sixth. Just missed. Up the middle. Oh, what a stop. From his knees, the throw. In time. Got him.
Great reaction there to get to the baseball, secure it,
fielder,
and then no time to get up and throw. Throws from one knee. That's a guy that's got a lot of confidence in his arm strength and accuracy.
Here's Juan Soto. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
That pitch just misses the inside corner, and the count is even 2-2. That one is upstairs.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Pete Alonso waiting on deck if they extend the inning.
Plenty of pop in his bat, so he could give them the lead with 1 swing if he gets the chance.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner
Now
over at
batting,
first base
the
is going to have a
first baseman,
very aggressive
Pete
secondary lead. So
Alonso.
all down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Alonso in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you got to stay within yourself.
Just missed.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
2 outs. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Bellinger makes the catch, and that ends the inning. Mets strand 1, and our score remains 2-1. Back here at Citi Field, we go to the top of the 7th. Here's the third baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Third baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
That one well upstairs, and that is ball 1. And another ball. A little bit high. Ball 3. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
The designated
Here's
hitter,
Stanton now. Got to be
Stanton.
careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. Move to first. And that one hammered. And it one-hops the wall. Jazz on his horse coming around third. The relay, and he's out.
A lot of real estate to cover on that play defensively. A long throw to the cutoff man, and then a lot of ground to make up as well on the relay. But an excellent job of execution and getting that out at the dish as he tried to make it home all the way from first base.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup. He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
The shortstop takes the ball.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Two on, 1 out. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. That one missed.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That one the other way, and it stays fair. Here comes Stanton. 1 runs in. Cut off. Now a throw home.
Hey.
Safe at the plate. And they lead by 3.
Now batting, number
Everything
25.
came together for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Number 40 done for the day, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for the
So
Mets.
they turn things over to the righty,
Number
Ryan
55.
Stanek.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep them within striking distance.
One out, runner at second. Esquera now at the plate. A walk, and he's also singled. On the outside corner for a strike. And it's 0-1.
One strike.
Stanek checks the runner, and he's back in safely. 0-1 now. Runner takes off for third. Ball outside. And the throw out at third.
Well, I could see he had a big lead out there at second base, so it wasn't a shock when he took off. But trying to steal third like this, kind of risky, man. You're already in scoring position, so you've got to make sure that you can make it there safely. That wasn't the case.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. And that is that. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this two-run double. It's now 4-1. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show.
Leading off.
So digging
for the
in,
Mets,
Jeff McNeil.
right
He went
fielder,
deep back in the
Jeff
fourth. A pretty
McNeil.
important swing of the bat in this ball game.
Yeah, Boogie, he didn't waste any time. He jumped all over that pitch and saw it the entire way. You talk about squaring it up. He didn't miss a stitch on the baseball.
And that's off the inside edge. Ball one.
Well, these Mets, they're being honest with themselves, struggling to make contact in this one. They've struck out a bunch, and most of them have been swinging. Some of that's good pitching, but at some point, you'd like to see some adjustments to get the ball in play more.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Dominguez on his way over. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One down.
Maybe some of them choke up on the
Now
bat
batting,
and try to simplify their
designated hitter,
approaches, but they've got to do something as a
Vientos.
group to limit these strikeouts.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Max Fried will give way, and he was very good. They'll be happy with that, no doubt. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a minute.
Now pitching for the
Now
Yankees.
on the bump, Jeff Hartley.
Number
He's
64,
making his second appearance of the
Jeff
season.
Hartley.
So now here's the Mets DH, Mark Vientos. First offering, and it just misses. And that's in for a strike.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Next offering is fouled back. Yankees up by 3. In the air, left side. Dominguez gets under it, pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Brett
And next for the
Beatty.
Mets, Brett Beatty. High fly ball, right field. He's got it. And that is out number 3.
Come on now. 3 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2.
And we're back. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. That misses, and that's ball one. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark, but obviously out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Action in the Mets bullpen. Reed Garrett up and throwing. Brazoban getting cranked up as well. That misses the zone. 2-1. That one missing inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
The 3-1. And a big swing and a miss.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
On the ground, right side. Takes it himself. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Now batting, first baseman Paul Goldschmidt.
Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. His 2-run homer back in the 3rd was an important swing of the bat in this one.
Yeah, there's no doubt he helped set the tone fairly early, and certainly part of the reason why they've got the lead right now.
That's too low. 1-0. And delivers outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Oh. 3-0.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Outside, and he didn't come close to giving him a strike.
Definitely lost the
Now
handle
batting,
during that
center fielder,
sequence.
Cody
4 pitches for
Bellinger.
the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Bellinger stands in now and watches strike 1.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
And ball 1.
Tried to backdoor him with that
One ball,
slider
one
right there,
strike.
but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Went too far that time. It's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's down and in. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The next pitch misses, and the count's full.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Now a screamer into the outfield. And it stays fair. Goldschmidt makes the turn at second. Lead runner holds at third. So 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
But when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there we see the result.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Ryan Stanek will depart, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third. So looking for some help there. Back in a minute.
Now pitching for the
A
Mets.
new arm into the game, the
Number
righty,
75.
Reed Garrett.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Yeah, the hard-throwing righty trying to secure these outs against a potent Yankee lineup, and it starts with Aaron Judge. Right through there for a strike. Goldie on third. Bellinger at second with 1 away. That's in there. And the count is 0-2.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. And makes the grab. Runner tags for home. He's in on the sacrifice fly. And they're up by 4.
Well, he's always capable of losing one over the fence. He might have just missed it right there, but a good job to drive in that run from third.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. In there at the knees. It's 0-1. This one in the dirt. One and 2 here. And that's a strikeout. Matthew Ross says he went around. So 1 run on 1 hit. No errors and a runner left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Yankees 5 and the Mets 1. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the catcher, Luis Torrens.
Leading off for the Mets, catcher Luis Torrens.
Hartley back to work. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
1 strike.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Devin Williams getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Dominguez makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Excellent job. And I tell you what, the times that I played left field, getting a play
Now
like that, you love the opportunity to make it.
Ronnie Mauricio.
So up next, Ronnie Mauricio, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Ball one there. Foul ball. Good eye in that spot. The Yanks leading by 4 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Stays alive. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And there's 2 away.
Stood absolutely no
Now
chance
batting,
on that slider
shortstop,
right there. And I don't
Francisco
mean to laugh, but that's a tough one.
Lindor.
I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
2 down, bases empty. And here is Francisco Lindor. 1 for 3. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. They're down 5-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton.
Leading off for the Yankees.
With this kind of
the
lead, he
designated
can swing
hitter,
freely, try to hit the ball out of the
Stanton.
park, do what he loves to do.
Garrett in his 2nd season, 32 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018. Movement in the bullpen, Clay Holmes getting loose out there. Jankowski also getting ready. And a swing and a miss. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Into center and a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting, left fielder Jason Dominguez.
Singy, that was a laser shot. And a good thing we have StatCast to give us the details.
Yeah, get out of the way on that one. That ball flew out of the box at 112 miles per hour. You talk about generating a ton of power in that swing. He did it with quick hands, good lower half, and just unloaded on that ball.
Next to hit, Jason Dominguez. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Soto gets under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Up next for the Yankees, shortstop Anthony Volpe.
And here is Anthony Volpe. Stanton stands at first with one out.
Strike two.
In the dirt, blocked.
No ball. Be straight.
Good eye right there.
1-2.
Swing still in for the K. Flailed at a splitter in the dirt for strike three.
Now batting, number 25.
And now it's going to be J.C. Esquera. Check swing, and he went. That's strike one. Swing and a miss as he was late. 0-2 now. On the ground to third. Fair ball. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Now batting, second baseman DJ LeMahieu.
Here's DJ LeMahieu. 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two on, 2 outs.
No, that's a ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That one misses. 3-0.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
And that'll load the bases.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me
Now
right
batting,
there,
first
Boog. The last
baseman,
one wasn't
Paul
even close.
Goldschmidt.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. He's already homered in this game. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
All loaded up here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. They get the force, and that is that. So they load the bases, but leave them stranded. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Yankees 5 and the Mets 1.
Now pitching for the
Back
Yankees.
now as they hand the ball to a fresh
Number
arm to
38.
start the bottom of the ninth. Devin Williams.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Now the number 2
Leading
hitter,
off for the
Brandon Nimmo.
Mets, left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Started to swing, held up. And that is downstairs. And it's 2-0. way high. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
Here's a 3-0. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and
Now batting,
guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Soto.
So digging in, Juan Soto.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
And that one fouled off. Fights it off. He'll see another. Nobody out. Runner at first. Pitch is in the dirt. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
That's the ball.
Squirts away a little bit.
2-2.
Just misses with that one. Runner at first with no outs here. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to, he's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Alonso in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at bat. Nice job right there.
And a strike on the outside edge. Nimmo over at second. Soto on at first with nobody out. And that one got a piece of him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Devin Williams won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for the
Ty
Yankees.
Mullins comes out trying to close it out. A chance at his first save of the year. And next for the Mets, Jeff McNeil. He's already homered here in this one. Up and in, and it's 1-0.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Just missed.
2-0.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Tying run at the plate. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And there's one down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Mark Vientos.
Now it's the DH, Mark Vientos.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Popped up. Esquera settles underneath it. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Going to have a little more discipline in future at bats. That pitch looked good, but you can't hit it. It was just too high in the zone. You usually see a swing and miss or weak contact in the infield.
So it's their last chance in this one. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. And fouled off. The tying run at the plate. Popped up. Judge sizes this one up. And there it is.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long